Alright, hello and welcome to WCG 2010 China Regional Qualifier for the third place match, Sky versus Ted. And on the screen is it was Sky. He's the reigning two-time WCG champion and WCG second place in 2007, I believe. He won 05 and 06. I think Grubby won 04, and he finished second place in 07. Grubby won 08. And 09, ENG won the whole thing. So anyway, Ted versus Sky on Echo Isles, and this map in this matchup, human versus undead is heavily human favored, and it looks like Sky is going to be fast building his altar, and he's going to get a Mountain King. Normally, when this happens, human normally looking for a fast level 2 Mountain King to counter the fast decay from the undead, and yeah, the observers are pointing out that Sky is power building his altar. And I want to say, because ENG and Ted series was never complete, Game 1 and 2 is kind of boring, and Game 3 just ended abruptly. So I decided not to upload those because ENG was eliminated in that matchup. So he's not going to be the next WCG. And Ted and Sky for the third place match. This matchup is this game is more important. This series is more important than the first place matchup, just because there are 3 tickets out of China, and whoever won this series is going to advance to the WCG Grand Finals, and whoever loses the game is not going to. And I know a lot of you know who's going to advance out of who's going to represent China in WCG, but just don't spoil for anybody else. It looks like footmen are going to come out, and militia is going to see where. Oh, Sky sent out a militia to the 3 o'clock because he's expecting a scouting acolyte over here. So these two players, I think they were on the same team for a very long time, and they know each other's play style very well. That militia is going to have to send back to the work. Or he's gonna stay. Okay, so he's gonna stick around. And no mercs being purchased by Ted out of this camp with that first acolyte. So I wonder what that's all about. So Sky can grab the Shadow Priest and do some healing. Look, Mountain King's gonna use a boat, and I think Sky lost a peasant right there. The observer trying to point it out. It looks like Mountain King. Let's see the item drop. Here's a level 2. I think it was. What in the hell is that? I have no, 5% something. I think it was the invasion thing, the 5% miss. Here comes the DK. He's going to do a coil, and where's the skeleton? He's going to try to get a pair of skeleton out. He's looking for a corpse. I think he's going to circle around the trees. Or no, he's going to camp out at this position just in case the Sky wants to expand. I really can't see from the minimap, but I really think Sky is going to expand here at the 4 o'clock. I should have mentioned. Sky, ENG versus Ted, the series for the round of 8. Ted has defeated ENG on this map. Exact same matchup, exact same spawn location too, and exact same build order from both players. From ENG did the exact same thing Sky did, but I think ENG by now would have pulled a bunch of peasants to the 4 o'clock already. But Sky is going to creep the green camp first to get some additional lumber, I guess. While he's waiting on lumber, he might as well creep the weakest camp on the map. Nearest. Anyway, he's going to go for another green camp, so he's looking for a fast level 3 Mountain King. I wonder if he's teching in the back. The Mountain King is not going to reach level 3 after this camp, I don't think. No, he's not going to. He needs either the green camp on the 4 o'clock or he needs like a couple more kills to get to level 3 after this camp. And it looks like the militia is going to finish the creep off. See, this is like 2.8, but maybe a couple skeleton kills are going to hit him. And it looks like the ghouls creeping with DK from Ted. Ted knows that Sky isn't going to fast expand. Let's see what Sky is going to do if he stick with the 1 base, or Sky pulled a bunch of crap from his main to the 4 o'clock. I mean, he may expand after all. What's that item? I have no idea what the hell that is. Oh, it's ring of regeneration. So the DK is going to have additional HP regeneration besides strength and aura. It's a pretty handy item. I think most players will sell that, get 150 gold out of it, and at least most night elf oil. Anyway, it looks like Ted is going to creep his 8 o'clock. Maybe he has the expanding in mind, or he's looking for level 3 DK. Let's see. I don't think That's almost a level 2, almost a level 3. Yeah, the DK is going to hit level 3 after this camp. And Sky did creep to 4 o'clock, so he is going to expand there, and Mountain King hits level 3. Observer is just kind of new. He sold his TP! Sky sold his TP, I think. Is that right? Yeah, and Sky picked up a Staff of Teleportation. Why he's rooting for Sky and Undead? This dumbass sending in text, and he's rooting for Sky and Undead. Someone should tell him that Sky is a human player. Anyway, it looks like a Fiend almost got in trouble. There's the boat is going to finish off the Fiend. And no Nubing Tower, I don't think, in the back of Ted base. Ted has to rely on the Halls of the Dead to repel this little harassment. And Lich is going to be out, and we're going to see probably some Frost Armor. I think Ted went for Frost Armor when he fought Infi on this map. But Sky isn't a little girl like Infi. I keep saying that. I think I got in trouble last year when the Infi won the whole thing, won the whole WCG. And last year I kept calling Infi a little girl, and he went out and won the whole thing. I'm still calling him a little girl until he stopped towering. Anyway, looks like Ted is going to repel this harassment with skeletons and maybe minimum loss. Another skeleton expired. Ted really nicely macro by Sky just to get there's a video jitter. Damn, sucks. Anyway, the Sky is going to micro all his low HP footmen to the 4 o'clock shop. He ended up with a couple mercs, 3 mercs, and 1 half HP footman. And let's see, where do those low HP footmen go? They all get picked off by Coil or something? Where do they all go? The observer should have seen some purple blurred on the map. More freaking mercs being pulled. Sky is not teching, by the way, observer pointing out. So Sky is going to pull mercs instead of teching. And Undead, I'm assuming, could be well on his way to tier 3. Oh, the footmen were at the 9 o'clock to hire people while they're in low HP, and so the Shadow Priest can heal them. And yeah, now Sky is going to have to get out of this using Staff of Teleportation, grab the Clarity Potion, Squirrel Regeneration, 2 Clarity Potions, pop it first, and Sky's going to have to tower up. Let's see what Ted is going to do. Probably Destroyers or Gargoyles won't surprise me either. In Game 3, when Ted versus Infi, Ted went for 2 Crypt Gargoyles in Tier 2. I don't remember seeing a second Crypt, so this might be a Destroyers build with 4 Fiends Destroyers. Pretty effective versus Human. Human's going to have a very hard time to counter this. They have to get Fly Machines and Knights. Both requires Tier 3. Fly Machines need the Flank Cannon upgrade, which are available at Tier 3. And Knights, of course, you have to get Tier 3. So Human's going to have a long way to go if he wants to keep up with the Undead. And Undead is going to try to pick up the shop. Sky is going to have to come over defend. Probably pull some militia if he has to from the main. And he's going to repair this freaking shop. Observer, you a freaking noobs, Observer. Good God. There is some militia is being pulled, and he's going to repel this Fiend. Oh man, Sky should have bolt and surround those Fiends, so he can get at least a Fiend kill or get the DK to chuck some Coil. There's finally teching from Sky. Sky is going to have, like, what, 8 lumber peasants, and he's going to have 7 lumber peasants. That's not even enough lumber income. He has to make some lumber peasants out of the 4 o'clock, because 8 lumber peasants, when you have 2 gold mines as a human, is not enough. When you take to tier 2, you have to throw down 2 sanctums, 2 arcane sanctums, a second hero, and something else. Tier 2 human. Oh yeah, and while you're taking to tier 2, you have to get down a blacksmith, and then you can get workshops. So you get breakers and motor teams to repel this Fiend push. I don't think Sky wants to wait for tier 3 to get Knights and Fly Machines, but he has to get something done. Someone texting again, blah 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 blah. Blah, blah. He's rooting for Sky, obviously. He's Sky all over his text. Oh man, Sky is facing elimination, by the way, from WCG. I think that might be the second time he doesn't qualify. If he doesn't qualify this time, he missed WCG the year that Grubby won, the 2008. He missed that qualifying that year, and I think that was the first time he didn't qualify. And last year he barely qualified and lost in round 16 against Yas from a German human player. Sky used to be the best human mirror player ever, and he lost in the human mirror matchup against a European player. Just embarrassing. Anyway, wait, no, he didn't. Who the hell did? Oh, he lost to Happy. I'm sorry. Oh, I was gonna rip on Sky for a second. He lost to Yas in the group stage, but he advanced out of the group, and he lost to Happy in the round of 16. Happy went on to finish his third place in the last year WCG. And here comes Sky's going to try to do some harassment. A bunch of towers being constructed in back. I don't think Sky has defended on the footman yet. Tier 3 is out for Happy. I think that's Tier 3. Observer, I really wish observers would inch that screen a little far north just to see the undead main. If Tier 3 is out, and Sky is in big doo-doo. Oh man, looks like Sky is going to lose some towers. Lost about 3-4 towers on a shop, and then lost another tower. Meat Wagon's in the mix, so Sky is going to try to do some base trading, but he just can't match the undead army's damage per second output, especially when the Lich especially when the undead has 2 statues to support. There's a Tier 3 statue. I'm sorry, that's not statue. Destroyer upgrade was cancelled because he lost the freaking Meat Wagon. A slaughterhouse. And shops are going to be next. So Sky is doing some really nice harassment. And I don't think he lost a unit yet. I don't think, because the Mountain King's been is being walked down by this Black Citadel. And Sky is going to have to mass repair and he's going to tower up the main. This is why you don't see Sky is researching lumber harvesting, because he doesn't have enough lumber. And he's going to have to fork over a lot of peasants and a lot of experience to the undead while he's repairing this, and the Meat Wagon wailing on his main as well. He's going to pick off another building, so let's see a little mini base trade. The mini base trade never works. If I think mini base trade always favors whoever has a higher tech, and in this case is undead. Of course, human never has a higher tech than anybody. Look at how many peasant corpses are on the freaking ground. And a lot of footman corpses are over here too. So Sky is really throwing away his units, and all the towers are upgraded at the back of the Ted's main. So Ted is going to repel this push no problem. And Sky is going to lose his 4 o'clock though. That's going to set him back a lot. I wonder if he made any money out of it yet. Yeah, there goes the 4 o'clock. I don't think he made enough money to make it worth it. Man, and he's really behind on tech. Sky knows. I don't know what he's using his APM on. He really has nothing to do but to pull back. And second hero is going to be the Blood Mage, and we're going to see shops being rebuilt. One Arcane Sanctum. I don't see any. There's maybe a workshop. No, not a sanctum. We're going to see some breakers and casters. I really hope breakers first, and then maybe some priests. I don't think we're going to see some sorcerers, because there will be possible destroyers on the field. So you pretty much can forget about sorcerers. I don't know what Sky can do at this point. He can mount micro Ted maybe. I don't see that happening really. And he's gonna probably go back and pick up more buildings. More things being queued up, and we're gonna see a shop being rebuilt. I think the destroyer upgrade has been finished. Or I don't think Ted has enough wood for it. A couple of farms being built in the back of 4 o'clock. I have no idea why Sky's been doing that. I think he might trap the peasant in there too. Anyway, Sky's going to creep the 12 o'clock marketplace. What did he pick up? Honorability on the Mountain King. Pretty nice item. And Ted is going to creep this this orange camp, maybe get a few skeletons. Oh, Sky is going to rebuild his 4 o'clock, hiding the peasants in the back. I don't know if Ted knows about that, because Ted hasn't seen any peasant going from the Sky's main to the 4 o'clock yet. But here comes, I think Ted is map hacking, but he's going to come see the 3 towers, and here he's going to get flank. Coil Nova gets down a Merc, and a second Breaker gets killed. So Sky really in the back foot on this one. And there's another Nova, another Coil gets another Merc kill, and man, and their towers has to be cancelled because here comes the undead army. Here's the Frost Boneyard and the freaking Shade. if I didn't know any better, I would think this is standard build against Orc, Undead versus Orc.